So this year, Nike and Major League Baseball collaborated on uniforms, the Nike City Connect jerseys, in an effort to connect the fans to the city, the state, the geographic location that they play in. But in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Dodgers City Connect uniforms just released today. And all I've got to say is, these ain't it. Each team has released these uniforms periodically throughout the season. In fact, I made a video last month where I reviewed all the previously released jerseys. You guys could check that out at the end of this video. I'll be honest, I was pretty harsh on some of the other uniforms. I really didn't like the whole San Francisco Giants fog cloud theme going on, and the yellow and blue for the Boston Marathon just didn't work for me, even though the jersey looked pretty good overall. That being said, I did say the White Sox was probably the best sports uniform that I think I've ever seen in my life. But I should also admit that I absolutely loathe everything that is the Los Angeles Dodgers. I've lived in the Los Angeles area for a long time. I've been to many Dodger games and had some very unfriendly encounters with their fan base. But putting that aside, I'm going to try to be objective and give you an honest review of the Dodgers Nike City Connect uniforms. As you can see, the boys in blue truly are the boys in blue in their Nike City Connect uniforms. They have a blue top, blue hat, and blue pants. Across the chest, you see the Dodgers' familiar script, but they've added the word Los in honor of their Latino heritage. And this also was an ode to Dodgers former pitcher Fernando Valenzuela, who burst onto the scene as a 19-year-old in 1981 out of a rural city in Mexico and helped the team win the World Series over the Yankees. Down below, you find the Dodgers number in red, as you would typically see on both their home and their road jerseys. On the sleeves, you find a black paint splatter, very similar to what the Giants did with the fog on their Nike City Connect uniforms. They also have the LA patch on the sleeve, which is typical of what they normally wear as well. Then on the cap, this is probably the most out-of-the-box thing I've seen of any of the Nike City Connect uniforms. They've actually spelt out Los Dodgers on the front. I'm not going to say it. They look like the Smurfs. Okay, I'm sorry, I tried to hold it back, but I hate these uniforms. The Dodgers, their nickname is the boys in blue. I get it, they've done all blue here, but it's way too much. I mean, this is a lot of blue, but more than that, it's just such a basic design. Other than the fact that they added black on the sleeves and put Los on the front of the uniform, these pretty much look exactly like what the Dodgers would wear in spring training. And the hats spelling out Los Dodgers are just terrible. And like I said in the beginning, the whole point of these uniforms was to connect the city to their heritage, to their geographic location, and they kind of did it with the Los Dodgers theme, but other than that, I don't see a whole lot that portrays Los Angeles. Now, I'm not saying they should have put palm trees on their hats or on their uniform, but I just feel like they could have done a lot better than what they did here. They do have some pretty interesting socks, but that's kind of the norm around baseball. It seems like every team has some very unique socks now, so that's just doing the bare minimum. And I know they wanted to keep the whole Think Blue theme, but the belt being blue too, there's just no contrast to this uniform at all for me. In fact, I saw a cool suggestion online that would have just had the Dodgers powder blue uniforms from their Brooklyn days, but still put Los Dodgers across the front. So while I knew they were going to go in a direction to honor the Latino heritage of the city, I just think they could have taken it a little bit further and done a little bit more to make it more unique. So bad news, I don't like the Dodger City Connect uniforms. Good news for them, it doesn't matter what jerseys they play in, they're still going to kick the Mets this weekend. So with that being said, because these lack creativity, they look pretty much identical to what they might wear in spring training, I gotta give the Dodgers a D+ on these uniforms. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know in the comment section below, what would you grade the Dodgers Nike City Connect uniforms? And after you guys have watched the previous video where I reviewed the other Nike City Connect uniforms, who do you think has the best and who do you think has the worst? And guys, stay tuned for my upcoming video, should Major League Baseball keep or eliminate the rules from COVID?